Welcome to the latest episode of Lo-Fi Travel. The FITO Museum of Traditional Vietnamese Medicine, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. The FITO Museum of Traditional Vietnamese Medicine in Ho Chi Minh City is a privately owned museum detailing the development of Vietnamese herbal medicine, also known as Southern medicine, as a distinct tradition from Northern or traditional Chinese medicine. It also covers related traditional therapies like acupuncture, medicinal wine, and foot baths. Vietnamese traditional medicine differs from Chinese traditional medicine in that it uses far fewer animal products, relatively more fresh than dried herbs, generally less complicated decoctions, and there have been a series of famous Vietnamese doctors over hundreds of years establishing recipes different from those used in China and other neighboring regions. That said, Vietnamese traditional medicine does originate from Southern Chinese practices and is far closer to Chinese traditional medicine than Indian traditional medicine in every way, unlike the medicinal traditions in neighboring Cambodia and Thailand. Furthermore, Ho Chi Minh City specifically has a distinctly Chinese element to its culture, thanks to centuries of Chinese immigration, intermarriage, and economic dominance in Cholon. So, the traditional medicine utilized here today is yet another degree closer to what might be encountered in southern China. I've already covered the topic of traditional Vietnamese medicine in some depth in my blog post about the Traditional Medicine Museum in Hoi An, so please refer to that post for more information. I will make a video on it eventually. I would say the subject is explored in greater depth at the FITO Museum, but either place has more information than anyone not particularly interested in medical history or personal treatment could ever care to know. They're both extremely educational, extremely informative. If you can't tell, I'm not a believer in traditional medicine personally, but that's just me. I still think this museum is a must see in Saigon, not because of its explanation of traditional Vietnamese medicine, but because it's also, in fact, an art history museum. The building is new construction, but a complex marriage of salvaged antique architectural and ornamental elements and necessarily new elements, handmade in the traditional way with traditional materials. There are countless priceless artworks, antiques, and artifacts on display throughout this place, dating as far back as prehistory and including Chinese, Thai, Korean, Cham, and Khmer pieces, in addition to the purely Vietnamese. All are arranged with care in as close to the traditional manner as possible. Many examples are equal to or better than what they have in Vietnam's national art museums. This is clearly the lifetime collection of a true connoisseur. My photos simply don't do the place justice, due mostly to an overabundance of green-toned fluorescent tube lights and very warm-toned, high-wattage, small spotlights throughout. That frustrated the color correction software on my iPhone. My video gives a more realistic impression. Honestly, the place is fantastic, just it has poor lighting. Whoever assembled this museum clearly has extensive knowledge of Vietnamese art and architectural history and regional decorative arts, a refined eye, and no budgetary concerns. Even the elevator is adorned with custom carved mother of pearl encrusted panels in the style of traditional room screens and cabinets. The collection here has clearly been thoughtfully assembled over decades, and the most I could get out of the guide was that it was a quote unquote hobby. He was able to answer some questions about specific pieces, but I found myself reading the various labels, hoping to learn more about the age and provenance of the object, not what it depicted about traditional medicine practices. Spoiler alert, those details were usually not provided. I found the aesthetics of this place so intriguing. I visited twice and spent a lot of time there. I think for decorative arts buffs, this is the most underrated hidden gem in Ho Chi Minh City. Also, while I typically decline the tea and avoid the museum shop, I tried it here in a moment of literal physical weakness. I wasn't feeling very well, And I was really pleasantly surprised. The lotus and licorice tea is very sweet and warm and cost only 50,000 dong, so around $2 for a box of 20 tea bags. Very reasonable price for the quality. I can't recommend this place highly enough. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.